Hi, I'm Dr. Patrick Kingsep, and welcome back. Now, how do you become mindful when you're focused on the past and the future? Now, staying present is hard if you keep focusing on the past or the future. Both are unproductive places when we spend too much time dwelling there. The past, it can't be changed, so it does no good to dwell on it for hours or days at a time. The future cannot be controlled, so it is not smart to dwell on it either. All you have is now, the current moment. But it is hard to appreciate the moment you're in when you're distracted by the past or by the future. In the current world, it seems we're always either getting prepared for something coming up or being reminded of something in our past. Reminders, notifications, messages are all geared to either the past or the future. You might be enjoying a moment with your child at the beach, and suddenly your phone pings and you see a reminder about an upcoming work meeting. This suddenly moves your mindset to the future. Will I have enough time to complete the presentation for that meeting? Maybe I should be working on it now. The constant swing to being sucked into the past or contemplating the future, it can be exhausting. This is where practicing present moment awareness can be a solution to the fast-paced, exhausting world in which we live. As author Mirko Thum tells it, the present moment is all there truly is, in this quote that I'm going to read out to you now. So it's, the present moment is the only thing where there is no time. It's the point between the past and the future. It's always there, and it's the only point we can access in time. Everything that happens in the present moment, everything that ever happened and will ever happen, can only happen in the present moment. It is impossible for anything to exist outside of it. Now, it's essential that we spend some time thinking about our pasts and the future, but it becomes a problem when we dwell there. Mindfulness teaches us to balance thinking about what happened in the past, the present moment, and what is to come in the future. Dwelling on any particular one for long enough can lead to adverse effects, but keeping the three in balance can lead to the greatest contentment. It can be challenging to find the right balance, but when you find yourself living the majority of your life in the present, you know you've hit it. Some tips for creating a balance of past, present, and future for yourself is to try to think of the past and the future when you have a specific reason to, and for small periods of time. When thinking about the past, maybe because you want to figure out why something went wrong, or relive a pleasant memory. You may choose to think about the future to set some goals for yourself or put forward some plans. Your aim is always to stay in the present moment for the majority of the time. Nevertheless, I need to plan for the future, right? Mindfulness teaches us to allow thoughts of the past and future to come, but choosing not to get stuck in either one of them. Both can be very important to our lives and our happiness, but we don't want to become lost in them, ruminating and dwelling on the past or the future. As Andy Puddicombe of Headspace states, we can be present when consciously reflecting on events from the past, as opposed to being caught up in distracting and overwhelmed by the past. Now, worry, it takes us away from the present. We may not be able to cure worrying, but we can become more aware of when we're engaging in worry and gently bring ourselves back to the present. It can be helpful to understand the function of worry and why it occurs. Worry, look, it's the brain's way of trying to keep us safe and try to avoid dangers. Unfortunately, when we engage in worry over a period of time, it usually ramps up our nervous system and leads us to be lost in a loop of one worry on top of then another worry, and so on. It becomes a vicious cycle. It also is strongly linked with fear and anxiety. So what can we do when we become lost in worry? We can acknowledge we are worrying and name the emotion which comes with the worry, which is often anxiety. Just allow it to be there, to feel it. Do not get caught up in a battle to get rid of the anxiety, as it will just get stronger. Allow the anxiety to present and observe it with open curiosity. You may choose to place a hand on your body where you feel the anxiety the most. Having a regular mindfulness practice is a great way to cut down on the amount of time you spend worrying. This is again because mindfulness leads us to the present moment. It helps us to ground in the moment. It allows us to be and fully experience it, to use our breath, work to bring us back to the now, to cultivate a state of flow in life, to increase our acceptance of ourselves and the world around us, and also to become more engaged in life. By bringing our full attention to our inward and outward breath, we are forcing ourselves into this present moment. This is such a powerful tool. We all have to drop away from worry and come back to the now. So how do I become more present? Mindfulness incorporates awareness of your inner world, your thoughts, your emotions, your physical sensations, and the outer world, the environment, the interactions with others, so that you can live more presently. It involves creating a connection between both your inner and your outer worlds to allow you to ground yourself in the now. One of the most effective methods to bring you to the present moment is to focus on your breathing. Firstly, bringing awareness to your breath as it is without trying to change it. Then, to consciously inhale for a count of 4 to 5. Hold the breath for a count of 3, and then exhale fully for a count of 7. You want to continue this slow, controlled breathing method for at least 5 minutes, but more extended if time permits. This breathing method can quickly calm or stop the chatter in your head, the monkey mind, and create ease in your body physically. The most important aspect of this is that it is a great way to ground yourself back into this present moment. Observing your thoughts and how they are making you feel is another excellent mindfulness exercise. Our mind, look, it's continuously thinking. It never stops. Often our thoughts are focused on the past or the future. Some thoughts are positive and some are more negative. Remember that what you spend your time thinking will create your reality. The more you think a particular thought, the more it becomes an ingrained belief. The present moment is all we have, as the past has been and the future it is to come. We could all benefit from the reminder to increase the time we spend in the present moment with full awareness and being. Furthermore, your first step towards this is to spend 1 to 2 times a day focusing on your breath. Now, thanks very much for listening, and please remember this is the past, and this is the future, and this is the present, and what we're doing is we're trying our best not to squeeze out that present, but rather to spend more time in that present moment. Now, thanks very much for watching, and please, once again, if you haven't already, subscribe to the Mind Life Flow channel, as I often put up videos, and please leave comments and suggestions and likes if you like the video. Thanks very much for watching. Mindfully and presently yours. Bye for now.